for Cleveland. Flacco for the outside, and it's T.J. Reed.
Flacco drops back to the outside, and that's T.J. Reed. But the real headline isn't that throw. It's Kevin Stefanski finally breaking his silence, and his words sent shockwaves through Cleveland. For the first time this season, the coach admitted Shedeur Sanders is officially in the conversation to start, and not in some far-off future, but possibly as early as Week 5.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Obviously, we had a plan that we need to do better. We have to be better in a lot of areas, and certainly we can't allow a punt return for a touchdown. That's really frustrating. That's not what we're coaching. That's certainly not how we're trying to cover and the techniques we're using. So that should not happen. Again, give them credit, but we have to do it.
And this wasn't just a calm coaching update. Stefanski fired shots straight at Joe Flacco. He called out the veteran's sloppy mistakes, his costly fumble, and those reckless decisions that killed the Browns against Detroit. You could hear the frustration dripping from Stefanski's tone. He's done babysitting a quarterback who's supposed to be the steady hand. Now the whole city is asking, is Shedeur Sanders really ready to grab those reins? This isn't just about X's and O's anymore. This is about the Browns shifting their entire future. Stefanski's remarks made one thing loud and clear. Flacco's days at the top might be numbered, and Sanders is right there waiting for the door to swing open. And Shedeur wasn't bluffing when he boldly said he's already better than half the quarterbacks in the league. That confidence isn't just talk. It's looking more like prophecy with every shaky snap from Flacco. Let's be honest, Sanders would never have melted down the way Flacco did under the Detroit lights.
Everybody perspective, so that's not nothing in my place to answer. That's nothing I can't not answer. But I know for sure I'm not. I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing.
Flacco came into that game with a spotlight on him, desperate to prove he wasn't washed. Instead, he completely collapsed. Less than 50% completion, 2 back-breaking interceptions, and a vibe that screamed panic more than poise. Flacco didn't just have a bad game, he exposed the truth for everyone to see. The Browns' quarterback drama isn't about if a change is coming, it's about when. Watching a 17-year vet crumble like that, handing the ball to Detroit as if he was playing for the other team, it was flat-out embarrassing. For a man with nearly 2 decades in the league, the collapse was unbelievable and unforgivable. That interception wasn't just a slip-up, it was the moment Detroit snatched all the energy out of Cleveland's hands.
We made mistakes, the first pick was on me. And anytime you get, you give a chance to give this team a little bit of momentum and play from the lead, that makes them that much better. That's part of the reason why they're a good football team. So when you turn the ball over like that and you give them good position and you don't really allow our defense to pin their ears back and do their thing, then you're going to struggle as a whole.
One mistake flipped the script, and what started as a hopeful outing for the Browns quickly crumbled into a nightmare with Joe Flacco at the center of it all. Once he lost that rhythm, it was gone for good. The confidence vanished, and with it, the game itself. This isn't just a shaky quarterback situation. It's a flat-out emergency. A change isn't just likely. It's about to hit fast, and Flacco can feel that clock ticking. To his credit, Flacco stood at the podium and owned up to the mess, especially the pick six in the first half thrown straight into the arms of Lions safety Kirby Joseph.
Or not, and whatever his plan for me is, I believe in it. So I don't get stressed or get or feel bad, that I'm in this situation I'm in right now. But it kind of, I would say, just make me.
He even cleared Jerry Jeudy's name, saying, "That was on me, not him," after Jeudy slipped on his route. But honesty doesn't win games. His final line told the real story. 16 completions on 34 attempts, 184 measly yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a lost fumble. Numbers that scream-washed veteran more than dependable starter. Critics didn't hold back either, shredding Flacco's game on every outlet. And when it came to that brutal fumble and the offense's overall collapse, Flacco had no answers. He kept it vague, as if downplaying what everyone just saw with their own eyes. But here's the truth. This wasn't one bad Sunday.
Yeah, it's just it's frustrating, Mary Kay, because we know you can't do those things and expect to win on the road. And so I got to get it fixed.
These are the same cracks we've been seeing week after week. In another key moment, Flacco had a wide-open lane for a touchdown throw. But instead, he gift-wrapped another interception straight to Detroit's defense. That turnover killed the drive instantly and handed the Lions golden field position. And of course, Detroit punished it, storming down the field before finally being pushed out of bounds. Another dagger to Cleveland's chest. After a collapse this ugly, it's nearly impossible to picture Flacco starting again this season. Even Kevin Stefanski's post-game words carried a sharp edge. He stressed that mistakes like these can't happen, especially on the road, which sounded less like coach talk and more like a warning shot.
Everybody perspective, so, that's not nothing, in my place to answer. That's nothing I can't not answer, but I know for sure I'm not, I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing.
And let's not forget, rookie Dillon Gabriel saw snaps too, which wasn't just a random rotation. That was Stefansky sending a message loud and clear. The Browns are ready to bet on young blood instead of clinging to fading vets. It's becoming crystal clear. The Browns' future isn't in the hands of aging vets anymore. It's riding on the backs of rookies. With Joe Flacco all but written out of the script, the quarterback war has boiled down to just two names, Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. And between the two, Sanders is already stealing the spotlight. He's not backing down for a second, stepping up with fearless swagger, flat out declaring he's better than multiple NFL quarterbacks, Flacco included. After watching today's disaster, can anyone really argue with him? That confidence isn't fake bravado, it's the kind of energy that can flip a franchise upside down. If Shedeur backs it up on the field, he might be the exact spark the Browns need to stop stumbling and finally turn this season around. Even coach Kevin Stefanski couldn't hide it anymore. He dropped hints that Sanders is climbing the depth chart faster than anyone expected. It wasn't some throwaway compliment. It was a clear signal that Shedeur is a real contender for the starting job right now. If he keeps shining in practice and in limited snaps, Cleveland might just have found the quarterback they've been searching for. But let's be real, Shedeur's journey hasn't been easy. He's admitted the frustration eats at him, especially when it feels like he's being held back while others around him crumble. Still, he's kept his cool, leaning on patience and faith, reminding himself that everything happens for a reason, and believing God's timing will open the door when it's right. That balance of hunger and composure is what makes him dangerous. And yet, behind that calm exterior, his words carry the weight of someone who knows this situation is becoming absurd. He's biting back at the doubt, holding steady, but you can sense that fire boiling under the surface, waiting to explode the moment he finally gets his chance. As Cleveland's quarterback saga drags on, the signs are flashing neon bright. Shedeur Sanders is on the fast track to take over this team. Stefanski's recent comments, mixed with his decision to actually give Sanders reps, prove this isn't about potential anymore. This is about readiness. And Sanders' steady confidence shows he's more than ready to handle the smoke. His bold declarations, especially calling himself better than established NFL names, have only fueled the buzz that he's prepared to seize control. Meanwhile, Flacco's turnovers and facepalm mistakes have made it nearly impossible to picture him holding the starting job much longer. The tide is turning fast in Cleveland, and Sanders is standing right at the center of it. The tension in Cleveland is boiling over, and the quarterback conversation has officially turned into a full-blown storm. Kevin Stefanski might not have said it outright, but his every move screams one thing: the Browns are preparing for life without Joe Flacco. The fans see it, the analysts see it, and even the locker room can't ignore it anymore. Dillon Gabriel has shown flashes, but it's Shedeur Sanders who keeps commanding all the buzz. Every practice rep, every sideline moment, and every bold word out of his mouth makes it clearer. This rookie is ready to snatch the job. And Sanders isn't just talking, he's daring the coaches to test him. The same kid who declared he's better than half the league isn't flinching under pressure. Instead, he's doubling down. His confidence has Cleveland fans split. Some say it's cocky, others say it's the exact energy this tired team has been missing. Either way, the conversation is no longer about if he'll start. It's about when. Meanwhile, Flacco's presence on the sideline feels more like a ghost haunting the roster than a leader holding the huddle. His veteran aura has cracked, replaced by whispers that his career in Cleveland is hanging by a thread. Those costly turnovers aren't just mistakes anymore. They've become symbols of why this team is desperate for change. Inside the building, Stefanski's recent decisions speak louder than his press conferences. Giving both Gabriel and Sanders game action wasn't a rotation experiment. It was a trial run. A quiet test to see which rookie can grab the spotlight and run with it. And let's be honest, Sanders has the charisma, the confidence, and the competitive fire to take that torch without hesitation. This whole situation has turned into must-watch drama, a veteran collapsing under the weight of his own mistakes, a rookie refusing to stay patient, and a coach caught in the middle trying to keep control of a franchise that's begging for new life. Every sign points toward one inevitable conclusion. Shedeur Sanders is pushing his way to the front, and if Stefanski hesitates much longer, the fans will make the decision for him. The Browns are standing at a crossroads, and all the noise, the frustration, and the chaos is building toward one thing: a rookie takeover that could change everything. His flop against the Detroit Lions, reckless decisions, back-breaking interceptions, and that brutal turnover slammed the door shut on any debate. Even Flacco stood up and admitted the mess was on him. But let's be real, that kind of honesty doesn't erase the scoreboard. The truth is clear. Flacco's days in Cleveland are hanging by a thread, and his shaky play has only sped up the countdown to Shedeur Sanders taking over. Week by week, the spotlight keeps shifting. Every mistake from Flacco makes Sanders' path brighter, and Stefanski's subtle nods toward the rookie aren't so subtle anymore. The message is obvious. Shedeur isn't waiting for his turn. His turn is already here, and with his sharp mindset and unshakable confidence, he could be the fresh spark the Browns are dying for. It's not about if Sanders takes the reins, it's about when. The hype is real, but so are the stakes. Can Shedeur step into that huddle and transform this offense into a threat? Can he deliver the kind of energy Cleveland fans have been begging for all season? Or will the pressure of being the savior for a struggling team prove too heavy, even for him? One thing's for sure, the future of the franchise is creeping closer every single snap, and all signs point to Sanders standing at the front of it. The veteran chapter looks like it's closing fast, and the rookie era is already knocking at the door. So let's hear it, Browns fans. Do you think Shedeur Sanders is truly ready to grab that starting role right now? Or should the team ride it out with Flacco just a little longer? With Stefanski dropping hints and Flacco tripping over himself week after week, it feels like the change is inevitable. But is Sanders the right man to carry this team on his back? Drop your thoughts below. How soon do you see Shedeur taking over? And do you believe he can flip Cleveland's season around? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because this quarterback saga is only getting wilder from here.